EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a class. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. And one more time, that's Watkins. And, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dickson. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's first and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll run with Hall. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Austin from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Off play action, Fields. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run down.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. We looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Ball again on second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Fields throw complete to McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, it's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 41, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. This pass out wide to Hall. Able to slither by, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He finds Austin complete.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And picked up by the Chargers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bengals nothing. Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Tackle made by Chase Young. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
One play action. Fields on the move to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Tucker's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp. Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 75 yards. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hall again on second down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Hall again. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Breece Hall
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Everyone's got four down. Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They run once more with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Down. Fields has to have this one.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamison Williams
from 3 yards out.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
He finds Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Calvin Austin.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On the handoff, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a give to Taylor. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jonathan Taylor, 45 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. He don't know no better.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Second down and inches. And he'll find Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The Chargers, they are heading to the Super Bowl. Thanks to you all for watching, and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.